There's often a lot of pressure to look or feel a certain way for the summer, but what if instead we just simply took care of ourselves? Hello, and welcome back to Cozy with Chelsea, a podcast to nourish your mind, body, and soul. I am Chelsea, your host, and today I want to talk about what summertime self-care can look like. So when it comes to summertime, there's often a lot of pressure to have a hot girl summer or have a summer perfect body. There's a lot of pressure around the way that we appear physically. And of course, it's a time when we're in bathing suits. It's hot, we're wearing less clothing, and it puts a lot of pressure to go on a diet or have extreme workouts or get your, 10-step morning routine in place for summer. There's a lot of this. Honestly, I've seen it even start in winter, prepare now for summer. And I would like to offer a counter to that, which is how can we consistently take care of ourselves throughout the entire year for all of our lives, and how can we do it in alignment with the seasons? Maybe instead we can have a slow living summer. Not that it needs to be slow all the time either, because that's just as bad as fast all the time. But how can we slow down a little, ground, get back to center, and implement some summertime self-care and make it fun? It could be fun. Self-care can be fun. Summer is also often a time for overstimulation. I don't know if you guys are feeling that at all or if you've felt it in the past. So summer is when we have the longest days. We have the hottest days. It's all of the yang energy or yang energy. And it's the opposite of winter, right? Long days, lots of sunlight, lots of events, social events. Everyone's outside. Everyone wants to do things. So it can become very overstimulating, especially for highly sensitive people, right? Even though, like myself, I have come to love summer, I still find myself getting overstimulated, getting exhausted, getting just simply too hot. So if you've noticed any of that, if you're having any signs of maybe like a little bit of dysregulation, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling maybe more agitated than usual, if you're feeling a little bit sensitive, I'm actually not feeling that way, which is great. But if you're feeling that way, it's okay. There's a lot going on in summertime. Let's step back and take care of ourselves. Okay, so what does aligning self-care with the season actually look like? If we were going to break this down into 3 categories, first, we have the body. Second, we have the mind. Third, we have the soul. So for our body, since we're in summer, are we hydrated? It is just such a simple one yet one I often forget is, have we had water today? Because we might be a little hot. We might need a little water. You might even need some electrolytes in your water. You might need a little extra boost. So are we hydrated? And also, are we moving our body in a way that feels good? And then for our mind, what are we consuming? What are we taking in? What is the information that we are allowing ourselves to enter our field, right? So what are we watching? What are we reading? What are we looking at? And how can we kind of adjust that to be a little bit more nourishing, right? Because it's not that you can't watch things or you can't read things. It's just being mindful of what we're taking in and how that's affecting our mind, but also our overall state of well-being. And then for our soul, it's kind of looking at what is lighting us up. What are we doing that is actually exciting us, invigorating us, filling us with energy instead of leaking our energy? And also, I just want to say that when it comes to self-care in the summer, it doesn't have to be all about rest. I think that's a common misconception when we think of self-care or relaxing. Like, yes, absolutely. Sometimes that is rest. But self-care can also look like play. It can look like something that requires more energy, but it's giving you that energy back. So instead of how am I going to rest the summer? We don't have to lay down all summer. It's more of how can I move with the energy of the season, right? How can I be in tune with summer without fighting against it? Some examples of summer self-care that are really great for me, maybe will be great for you, is first of all, connection, right? This is a great time to connect with people. It is when we typically are outside. We're wanting to do things. So connection is absolutely a form of self-care, especially if we're connecting with people we really enjoy, right? Connecting with people that we don't want to be around, not so much self-care. But if we can connect with people that really fill our cup, that is an incredible form of self-care. Play and pleasure. My last episode, I was talking all about joy in June. I hope you guys are still having a joyous June. But can we incorporate some play and pleasure this summer? Summer is the time, hey, we should have play and pleasure all year long, of course. But summer is really a time that we can do that. And then how are we nourishing ourselves? And especially in the summer, I kind of think of nourishing lightly, right? Like even when it comes to food, and I want to clarify, I am not saying eat less, but eating fresh food, seasonal produce. I find that when I do that in the summer, it is absolutely a form of self-care. I'm eating fresh fruit, I'm eating fresh vegetables, I eat a lot of like cold side dishes. People say cold soup, but I can't get on the cold soup train yet. And I still eat warm soup in the summer. I feel like I'm just contradicting myself here, but still nourish lightly. Okay. So you're like, okay, Chelsea, I hear you. Connecting with others, having play, having pleasure, nourishing myself lightly. What does that actually mean? Okay, I want to give you real examples of things I do that I believe are forms of self-care in the summer. I made a list. So, first of all, morning light. Okay, guys, this is the time to get the sunlight in before we go back to winter. Can you wake up and have a beautiful, calm, relaxing summer morning out in the sun, getting the sunlight, not looking directly at the sun, but getting some sunlight in your eyes, on your skin, in your soul, and especially before it gets too hot. This is key because we often think, oh yeah, I'm going to get outside. But if you wait and then it's too hot, it is not that fun. Okay. So waking up early enough that it's comfortable to be outside in the sun. Water, all things water, drinking it, swimming in it, showering in it. I don't know. All things water. Can we make sure we're hydrated? And then also, can we go for a swim? Can we go sit near a body of water? That will regulate your nervous system 100%. Play. Okay, what is play? What is play, Chelsea? Play is literally playing. Here's a question. When you were a kid, what did you do for fun in the summer? That will show you right there what play is. And this is really great having a child around if you have a child, because they want to play. And so you can get a lot of great ideas from them. But again, like camping out in the backyard, I've actually been wanting to set up a screen and projector so we can watch movies outside, going to the park, going to the water park. Okay. I did not think going to the water park would be fun. It is. It's fun. We take the hose in the backyard and my stepson jumps as I spray him with the hose. It's like there's a lot of things you can do for fun. I've been actually making frozen fruit popsicles because I did that as a kid. There's so many things. Go out there and do it. Nature, to me, nature is fun. It's self-care. Getting out in nature during the summer. Can you be barefoot in nature? Even better. So those are just a few actual real examples of how I have self-care in the summer. It does not only look like, bubble baths in the summer. It's not like laying down. Of course, I'll do that when I need to, but self-care can also be fun. If you are feeling overstimulated, dysregulated, on the edge of burnout, really the cure to all of that is joy. Rest absolutely is a part of it, but joy is what's going to bring that energy back when you're ready for it. So That's my summer self-care episode. I would love to know what you guys are doing to incorporate self-care in the summer. If you want to comment and let me know. All right, what is making me cozy? I am going to say s'mores. I might have said this on a different podcast, but marshmallows are like one of my favorite foods. This might be surprising, but my favorite foods are like French fries and marshmallows. And it's not that I eat those every day, but I'm not gonna lie, I love them. So whenever I have the chance to have a marshmallow, which by the way, I've been getting marshmallows from Whole Foods that have slightly more natural ingredients. They're vegan, they're plant-based. There is a little sugar, whatever. But it's been making s'mores. So I think summer is just one of those times when you can have campfires and make s'mores and hang out in the backyard, and that is what's making me cozy. And that's what's making me cozy. Okay, go have yourselves some summer self-care. Take care of yourselves. Incorporate some joy. And I will talk to you next week. Stay cozy. Bye.